two receivers here, but the guy to my left is the best receiver in the league. We got Jefferson. What's up, dog? How we feeling?
Hey, man, I can't complain. Very blessed, very grateful to be in the situation that I'm in. Hey, it's a journey, man. It's a journey.
So I was kind of saying this on the backside here. Me and Patrick go way back. '08 came out the same class. When we were in Arizona, before you got in the league, he was saying like, "Hey, my dog Jordan got a little brother. He's gonna take over." So before you started like killing at LSU, did you ever see yourself sitting in this position like I'm the dog, I'm the top dog in the league?
No. I mean, of course, you have the dreams.
Right.
Of course, you have the vision of being out there on that field as a little kid.
Right.
Being a superstar, being the top athlete. But, there's millions and millions of kids that have that same exact dream.
Right.
So having the ability to see Pat, meet Pat,
right.
to experience being at LSU with my brothers,
right.
Seeing Odell, seeing Jarvis,
yeah.
Seeing all of these different people at 8, 9, 10 years old,
right.
all of that played a part in my process of
right.
being where I am now. Because I definitely was watching everything Pat do. I watch everything Odell do. I go to practices and see the one hands that they do.
Right.
So, all of that played a part in my mind. And then whenever it was that opportunity for me to step foot and do what I need to do, I worked very, very hard at it. I wanted to be on this type of platform ever since I had the ability and I had the confidence that I could do it.
Yeah.
So, hey man, it's been crazy to be in the spots that I have been with the different people that has been entering my life. But Pat P is definitely one of my favorite people to experience his whole career from college all the way into the NFL.
Right.
And for him and my brother to be best friends, and for him to even come to the Vikings and to play on the same team. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay, so you talked about Odell. You talked about, Jarvis. Jarvis, my dog. Jarvis, I miss you, Jarvis. Get back in the unit, Jarvis.
Facts.
So, obviously, you were around Baton Rouge a lot,
yeah.
Looking at a lot of receivers. Were you primarily watching those guys and picking up, some skills that you got? Obviously, the routes is crazy. You catch the ball with your hands.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Odell and them, they were doing that a lot.
For sure.
Were you looking at NFL guys as well, or were you modeling yourself out of the guys that you saw in LSU?
Yeah. Oh, I definitely model myself after the guys in the NFL. As soon as Devontae Adams got into the league and really started, killing it, started watching his releases, watching his ability to run routes and get open.
Yeah.
Of course, Keenan Allen always have been a favorite of mine. His ability to run routes and get open and not being the fastest on the field is insane to me. And of course, being close to Odell and Jarvis, their movements and how Odell moves. I pick pieces of everybody. I implement a whole bunch of different styles into my game. I feel like that's what makes it very unique, because I kind of have a whole bunch of different abilities, different ways to run my routes and get open and catch the ball. It's like you can't compare me to anyone else.
Right. Okay, so obviously the future is very bright in the NFL when it comes to receivers. You got Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Y'all were teammates in Baton Rouge.
Right.
Obviously, we have the commercials, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. But how is that friendly level of competition between you two? Is it like he got a game first, I see what he did, okay, I'm going to one-up you? Talk to me about that, man. Talk to me about that.
It's crazy because, when you talk about LSU, you think about the Odell and Jamar. I mean, the Jarvis.
Yep.
It was just like me and Jamar. We came in together. We was just like brothers, playing with each other, have that competitive spirit to want to beat each other, but also have the respect for each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that goes a long way for us. But it's just like you said, there's always a competitive thing between us. Just like, if I catch a one hand, he's trying to outdo that one-hander.
Yeah.
If I get a 200-yard game, he's trying to get 210.
Yeah.
So, it's always that competitive spirit with us, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love having a person that I can really connect to on that side of things. to call a brother, of mine. We can always call each other and talk about anything. And I feel like you have to have that type of connection with someone, especially in the league, that has that same type of status as you, that is doing great in the league as you, and to surround yourself with those type of people, it's great.
That's what's up. That's for sure. Okay, so we got the glasses, you got the swag. Talk to me a little bit about that feel good, feel good, play good, play good, pay good.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a guy where it's like, I'm piecing together my fit, and depending on the fit that I'm walking through the tunnel, I know what type of game I'm going to have today. Talk to me about that, dog. Talk to me about the swag.
I definitely agree. You feel good, you look good, you play good. I definitely agree with that. But just like you said, having the shades on, having the jewelry on, having the swag, having the nickname Jets, just all of that plays a part into, having that confidence out there on that field. And then it also goes into, it's all showtime. At the end of the day, the camera's on you, the kids are watching you. And that's what it's all about. Just being there for the kids, being that role model for the kids. Of course, they're watching every move that you make. So, just always having that type of attitude. And, of course, it keeps me having that confidence. When I'm out there with that type of swag and that type of confidence, I feel like no one can guard me. So
facts.
When I'm out there on that field, it's like, hey, I'm going out here making somebody embarrassed.
All right, so let's talk about the team for a minute. Obviously, the year prior, y'all were one of the top teams. This year, we had some injuries. You missed some games. Kirk missed some games. What do you think you guys have to do to get back up into being one of the top teams in the league next year?
Well, one, we can't hurt ourselves with the turnovers. I feel like we was one of the worst teams in the turnovers this year, especially from the first 5-6 games of the season. So that's what the tough part about it is. Especially if you look at the games that I had, the first 5 games of the season. I had 140 plus in 4 of them. So, and still losing, still not getting up. That's the worst. That's the worst. And as a receiver, that's the worst, having a great game, wanting to be that, spark of the game and be like, or you're one of the main reasons why you won the game, and then not coming out with the victory, having one of the best career days. So it's tough to deal with that. But just like you said, we had all of the different injuries, all of the different things that happened throughout the whole season to really hurt us and to really make it harder for us to overcome. And that's a tough thing. And, it's football, just like it happens, and some stuff you really can't control. But, it's an offseason. It's a long process. Definitely looking for ways to better myself, of course, as a receiver, but my body as well. Of course, I want to last the whole season. I don't want to miss any single games. I don't want to be the reason why we saying, oh, Justin was out and we didn't have our number one receiver and we didn't have our number one weapon. So, of course, I'm having that in the back of my mind this whole offseason and, having a different process towards things.
All right, so I think you came over here with a pillow.
Come on, man.
I think you came over with something. Come on, man. Okay. So talk to us about your partnership with Sleep Number, dog.
Well, first of all, the partnership with Sleep Number has definitely been outstanding. Of course, the whole NFL is pretty much using the bed. 80% of the NFL players are using the Sleep Number smart bed. So that's the number one thing. And especially with the whole process of coming back on the field, the recovery, sleep is the number one thing. So, of course, Sleep Number did a phenomenal job by getting me the bed that I needed, the tools that I needed to have me back on the field as fast as possible. And, of course,
I still got mine.
Hey, and now if you buy a pillow, you get a free one, and that is going to the American Cancer Society. So make sure you buy a pillow and you get a free one, and it goes towards the American Cancer Society. So this one is for you, my brother.
Oh,
this one is for you, my brother.
JJ bringing me gifts. That's crazy. Hey, Justin Jefferson here. Hey, I'm excited. I can go home now. I'm ready to go to bed. I need a nap. Matter of fact, I flew in at 12 midnight. I need a nap.
Hey, you need a nap. You're going to be well rejuvenated, huh?
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me. Of course. Much love, my brother.
Always.